I'm Russ Spiegel, and welcome to Technique Time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please check out my Patreon page. Today we're going to be looking at 3-note chromatic cells. Now, what do I mean by that? If we take 3 notes, and I'm going to go from the 5th fret, so 5th fret, 6th fret, and 7th fret, we have 3 notes chromatically, and if you remember, we went through our chromatic scale a while back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this as a grouping. 3 notes in a row. So I did 1, 2, 3 for my fingers, and I'm going to do 2, 3, 4. So I've moved that cell up 1 note chromatically. So a half step chromatically or a fret, whichever way you want to look at it. Now I'm going to do 3, 4, first finger stretch. 4, first finger stretch 2. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to be moving the whole thing up a half fret because we're basing everything for this exercise on the 5th fret. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to continue this up the neck. Now we're going from our B and G strings. There's not going to be a stretch, of course. Now, as always, the way I approach this is I have my thumb in the middle of the back of the neck. And the reason why I'm doing this and why I always talk about this is this gives us the straightest wrist. So the wrist is very straight, and it makes it easy to get your fingers around and stretch and reach everything. Now, to go back, I'm going to go back the same way. So I'm going to start at the highest cell, which was 2, 3, 4, starting on the 6th fret. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to use a 4th finger stretch. Now my 3rd finger, because my top note is going to be my 1st finger here. Then I'm going to shift down. One more time. And of course, we do this exercise one way, but that's not the only way we're going to do it, because we want to try to get the most out of it. So the next is I'm going to reverse that. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So then 4, 3, 2. First finger stretch. Now I'm shifting up, so I'm back to the 5th fret. No stretch. And of course, I'm just going to do the same thing going down, and this should be pretty straightforward. So 4, 3, 2, starting on the 8th fret. 4th finger stretch. And then I shift down. The next thing we want to do is combine up and down. So I'm going to take the first cell, 1, 2, 3, and go up. The second cell is going to be 4, 3, 2. Then the next cell will be up again, starting on the next note, moving up the scale. We're using that chromatic scale, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1 stretch, 2, 1 stretch, 4, 1, 2, 3, then shift. And to go down, I'm going to start with the same idea. So the shell is going to be 2, 3, 4 moving up. But the next note going down the chromatic scale is 3. 4 finger stretch. And of course, once I've done that, you want to do the reverse of that. So I'm going to start down and then go up. So I'm starting on the 7th fret with my 3rd finger. Then I'm going up because my goal for this next cell is the next half step or fret up. Shift. Then I'm going to go down 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I'm on 3. That's where my cell ended. Now 2, 1, and 4 finger stretch. Now there are a number of permutations we could do with this. Permutations meaning ways we could make this a little more interesting. I'm going to do a very simple one, actually 2 of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat one of the notes from this cell. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 1, it's a very interesting sound, and when we start playing this chromatically, it's really kind of cool. Right? So and I'm just going to go back down the same way. So 2, 3, 4, 1. It's always the first note, the second note, and then the first note again. And again, I'm always picking up and down, alternating picking. For me, at least, I find this the easiest way to keep this flowing. You might find a different way if you want to use economy picking, but this is basically what I'm doing. So the final one for today will be just the reverse of that. So 3, 2, 1, 3. And going back the same way. These are really fun and challenging exercises to work on. You might find that it's a challenge when you move from one string to the next, trying to keep those notes sounding as even as possible. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to any comments, questions, or just checking in, saying hello on the comments below. Thanks again. Happy practicing.